Hello, this is Randy Duck and welcome back for another video. This time we have 3 replays featuring the Tier 9 American heavy tank, the M103. Now this first replay on Cliff, we're actually platooned up with Kiwi the Beast in his Type 4 and good old friend Tanks, an old clan leader in his T49. First time I platooned up with him on the video. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Now we're on Cliff, tier 10 game, 1 fun police, 2 light tanks on each team, and the first thing we're going to do is try and push into, well, we decided we want to push into the bowl through the 1-2 line. Now this is risky to try and get in there without taking damage when you're not in a particularly quick tank, and what makes it even harder is unfortunately when you get a situation like this, when you get a heavy tank like this I wants to try and play this rock here at the start of the game. Unfortunately for me, that means it's now impossible for me to get in the bowl because I will probably lose my tank trying to make that push that stage, because I would have had to go completely round the IS-4, which would have took too long. I would have exposed my side and it wouldn't have worked. However, big old Kiwi the Beast has decided, do not worry Randy, I'm going in my Type 4, get behind me and we'll get in there. And thankfully we actually have managed to push straight in, taking care of that heavy tank, and Kiwi didn't actually get that badly punished for it either. He's trying to get himself to that rock to hold the 1-2 to stop the enemy pushing around on me, and now I've made it into the location I wanted to be. The enemy fun police is dead, so this is perfect for me now, this position, because I can use my gun depression, I can use my turret armour, and I do not have to worry about getting shot from the sky, so I don't have to try and play RT safe. I can just worry about what's in front of me, which makes the game a lot more fun when you're not having to constantly reposition because you're getting shot from the sky by the fun police. I got tracked there. I had a quick look to my left to make sure there wasn't anything that could shoot me in the side of my turret before, because if there was I would have used my repair kit and got back round. But it wasn't a problem. We managed to take, tanks managed to take out that T49, and I've noticed on the mini-map there's a lot of the enemy tanks pushing around the right-hand side of the hill. But from here, I have got good positions that if they do completely push out, then I'll have shots on them. At the moment, they haven't pushed out far enough for me to get shots from where I am. But if they did try and push round too far, then I would have the shots. I'm taking a little chance overextending here to get a shot into M103 because he was causing a bit of a problems for tanks there. So I was trying to get rid of him so that he doesn't have, tanks doesn't have to worry about tanks fighting from behind him as well. It is a little bit of a problem. He's got 2 light tanks on the hill, and he's got tanks which are pushed around on the right hand side. Kiwi's pushed down the 1-2. I'm going to try and take out this M103 now. So we can just clear off a tank off of the board. But then the Sturm Tiger comes round. I was not expecting that, and thankfully he misses that shot because that could have been painful. And we do manage to get one in. We low roll, but we should be able to take him out. Yeah, we will be able to take him out before he reloads. Just got to make sure we pen this shot, which we do. And now we just got this 2-shot M103. We're going to get one in here, even if I eat one in return, I don't mind. We do get one in, leaving him on 94 hit points. Probably could have just swapped to a HE here to try and take out the M103, but he does have a big cupola, so I'm thinking that will probably bounce. Should pen. Unfortunately, it doesn't, which is a bit of a nuisance. Again, I probably should swap to the HE, but I haven't. I'm looking for the cupola snipe. Just can't get it off, and at the moment the M103 is on a 1-shot and he's just annoying me. So I've just thought, you know what, you stay there. I'm going to go and see if I can get a bit more damage on the other tanks because it's got not much hit points left anyway, and then we leave him for IS-4 to take out the M103 at the end. I know there's 2 light tanks on the hill, so that's a little bit of concern because I'm pushing here. I obviously can get shot from the hill, but at the same time, a lot of my, as we do on Cliff, a team is still stuck in the base, sort of not moving. That's kind of a common theme, I think, from Cliff in this spawn. Your team just camping the base. You can understand the TDs doing it, but when you're a heavy tank sat at the base, or a medium tank or a light tank, you're doing something wrong. If I'm honest with you, yeah, you're not playing it right. But we're going to ignore them, and we're going to try and get some angles and see if we can get some damage into the stuff crossing like this E75. We've got one in there. We're looking for a second shot. We know there's another E75 around the corner somewhere. We're sort of safe somewhat from the hill now. They can't really get shots on me unless they completely overextend to get their shots in. We still got 1,000 hit points. You know, picked up 1,000 assistance, blocked 3k, and we've got just under 4,000 damage here. We know this an E75, and from memory, he's still pretty healthy, I believe. And yeah, he's actually full health. So obviously got to be a little bit careful because he has a hit point advantage, so I can't win the trade-off if we go 1 for 1 on every shot. So I'm going to need the E75 to either miss a shot or one of my teams to get in to help me out. Otherwise, you know, obviously, like I say, I can't just trade 1 for 1. We do get one in, and we haven't eaten one in return. If we get one more in, we can then go for a 1 for 1 and take the kill. We'll just see if we can get a shot in. We get one in for the lower plate there. Now, yeah, we probably actually can. To be honest with you, I should just push straight in because I could have gone for 1 for 1. Unfortunately, he takes his shot off the TD, so it loses a little bit of hit points for me. But we do take him out. And there's just one enemy light tank left. We're going to go back around the hill to see if we can take him if he drops off of the hill. But I think, unfortunately, he just decides to kill himself. And we weren't able to pick up that little kill in the light. But that brings us into the first replay of the video, and we'll see what we did. We got 3 kills, just shy of 5,000 damage. Picked up a little bit of assistance, just over 1,000 assistance. And yeah, that's it for replay number 1, but 2 more to come, so I will see you in a bit. Okay, so here we are for replay number 2 on Sand River, and we are on the better spawn. We got a tier 10 lobby, 1 fun police, but no light tanks in this game. Now, because we've got the better spawn, we're able to go to this ridge, which you can't really use the ridge on the other side of the spawn. Well, at least you can't reliably anymore, but this side you definitely can. So we're going to go there because it's ideal for us, where we can get on that ridge, use our gun depression, see if we can get any early damage, see if we can get any early shots in, and then just work out the game from there. You know, we may have to move, we may have to react, just see what happens, see what gets in front of us. So we're going to try and push up and yeah, get to this hill. Hopefully the dream is to catch someone crossing, obviously, and then we can get the free farm at the start. You do have to be a little bit careful. The enemy fun police can shoot you and hit you here. That's the only concern. This QL has driven right in the open, so I'm definitely going to get a shot into this tank because it is a, you know, it's a dangerous tier 10. I think it's got like 600 alpha, so it is a tank which, yeah, can be a problem. The enemy have sent a few heavy tanks here, but you know, so have we. So it is a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a brawl. I'm backing down here because I'm kind of concerned that I don't want to get shot from this Object 430U from the hill. Also, you're getting shot by the fun police as well. But it appears the enemy heavy tanks have overextended themselves. This means I'm able to get shots in by just using this ridge line, and really I've got a minimal risk of getting penned in return because I can, you know, duck back into cover as well. I'm only exposed in my turret armour. The main problem is obviously the fun police. We've got this next QL. Unfortunately, we don't pen that, but we track him and we spin him round, which allows us to pick up quite a bit of assistance there for the track. So that was quite nice. And then we managed to blow his, I think we ammo racked that tank there, and we get another cheeky kill. Get shot in there to the British F3215B. Now, classic with that tank, you shoot straight through the track wheel, it goes straight into the engine at the front, and you set them on fire. Now, that tank gets set on fire a lot, and we do manage to pick up a little bit of extra damage there. And we kind of cleared this middle area out. I'm now able to try and use this ridge to try and get shots into the enemy tanks in the middle of the map. I do have to be a little bit careful if there's tanks on the full right, but now we're pushing through the mounds on the right. And that's pushing enemy tanks out, and we've kind of spotted this Conqueror in an interesting position. We was going to go for a shot on the Conqueror, but we saw the UDES was a one shot, so we go for that, and then the UDES gets taken out, so we miss out on the shot of damage there. But we should get a nice one in for the Conqueror, tracking it in place. I'm kind of expecting the Conqueror to get taken out before we get a reload in, but he doesn't, and oh no, he does. Yeah, the Chisel managed to finish him off just before we get our shot in. But now we've cleared out this side, we've put the enemy in all sorts of trouble, to be honest with you, because they can't really push our base because we've won both sides, so I can use this bridge to defend the base if I need to. But I've kind of sensed it's the right opportunity now just to push straight in, and our enemy team's heading straight into their base. I need to get closer to the enemy team if I want to get any more out of this game. We spot this T28 proc in the open, we get one in, and now the enemy team's obviously trying to push back for try and get the resets on their base, which is allowing me to get shots into them on the side as they make that approach like this. Tiger 2 and 705 are now going to do. Get a lovely AP shell straight through the side, that object 705. Putting us on to about 4,000 damage and 4,000 assistance. We're on sort of 8k combined here. We get a nice shot there into that medium to finish him off. And that's, to be honest with you, we see a shot into this SU. Putting us on to sort of just under 9k combined for this one. And yeah, it's kind of been a bit of a stomp this game. We do get another shot into the SU as well. We're looking to see, do we manage to get the finishing off kill? Unfortunately not. He just gets into cover before it's actually possible for us, and to be honest with you, that will bring us an end to this game. So let's just see how we did. Quite a short one, but we managed to pick up, it's quite action packed. We got a lot of damage in a short space of time. We got 4 kills, 5,500 damage, 2,057 assist base XP, and around about 4,000 assistance. So we had sort of around about 9,000 combined that game. So pretty decent game. Obviously you got the ace tank at a high caliber. We've got one final replay to come. So I'll see you in there in a second. Okay, so welcome back for the final replay of the video. We are on Ellenberg. It is top tier, tier 10 lobby again. 1 fun police on each team, and I think 3 light tanks on the enemy team, which it's not fun. And it is encounter battle. So from this spawn, the first thing we're going to do is push out and clear the castle. And from there we will decide what we're going to do once we've got a bit of information. Like I say, maps are never, that's why I don't really like map guides as such sometimes, because you can't always say go here, then go here, then go to here, then go to here, because that's not how it really works. You can have set sort of locations which can be good for you, but a lot of the time you need to just adjust on the map, read the map, work out where the enemy team is. You can just say, oh well, there's so many enemy teams spotted here, not here, and then you can work out where you need to go. And from here, I've got a first initial cross spot into that light tank. Risk it a little bit there to get a shot into the cupola of the E6, which we don't manage to do. Now we're backing up because it is a little bit risky where I am, because fun police can slap me when I'm behind this rock. And I've decided that I'm actually gonna push into the centre of the map on this occasion and see if we can get any shots onto the enemy team on the ridge, or see if we can get any shots on this heavy tank which is capping, which at the moment we have got an opportunity to just do that, and we get a nice one in, damaging his engine, but they have now got into cover for us. But we're going to look, because at some point they may sort of push back and dispose herself, and think I'm gone, or get pushed back to trying to stay safe, and then I'll be able to get a shot in. We're looking to see if we can poke. Unfortunately, we get lit here, which now is risky, but the E4 thankfully is not ready to shoot me, and we got back behind safety of this building. And I'm looking for shots into this heavy. I'm just waiting for someone to make a mistake. I don't want to throw my tank away at this stage. I've kind of made my bed here a little bit. We get a lovely shot in there through that Czech heavy tank, picking up another shot of damage, and we managed to avoid taking any in return, which is nice. But we've now noticed this Tiger 2, he's got shots onto us. We tried to snap a quick shot into him, doesn't actually pan out. But we're now, we're looking for shots where we can to see if we can get one in. We do get one in through his drive wheel, and then we've got to be a little bit careful because I've got obviously two angles that shooting at me now. This French heavy does pull out, and we get a little bit punished there. At least we get one into return. I'm looking to think, and then I get hit again by that French heavy. But we do get again. We get another one into him, putting him onto. Well, he's on a one shot now. Unfortunately, we don't manage to pen that. Need to aim a tiny bit lower, and we might have done that. But we're looking to see if we can get a shot. But he actually gets taken out by our Panther 2. But we are now on under 800 hit points. We still have his Tiger 2. We'll go for a little blind shot just to see if he's still there. Unfortunately, he must have just moved, so we don't manage to get that shot in. It does have a quick reload, but the Tiger 2 has now moved into the open, and we managed to take out the Tiger 2. Putting this game onto a 10 versus a 9, it's been pretty even, sort of all the way through. We're having a look to see if we can get, any shots into the stuff on the hill. I've noticed this light tank, it appears that he's going to make an aggressive play here, maybe to try and kill our fun police, I guess. So I'm trying to preempt it, looking for a shot. Thought we aimed at one okay, but unfortunately, it wasn't quite able to get that shot in. We're trying to stay safe from the enemy team this building while trying to get another shot into this light tank as he's going across. We're looking for a shot. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time to lead that shot, but we do pick up a tiny bit of assistance. But we have spotted this enemy E4 moving in, and we do have some nice shots there into the E4, so we get one in there, putting the E4 in an awkward situation. We're looking to see if we can get another shot in while he's backing off, which we do, putting him onto a 2-shot for us, and we're just seeing where we can get these shots in. The E4 is now sort of turning for us, but he hasn't quite got the shot into us where that building is, so we managed to squeeze one in. We're just trying to poke, making sure, see if we can finish him off. Like I say, he's looking for a shot, but he's disposing too much of his tank. We managed to take that guy out. We're now going to go for a cheeky blind shot. We saw where there was a TD earlier, so we're just chancing it, and it pays off. We actually get a blind shot there. That's why it's always good to keep an eye out for shell tracers, because like I say, just because someone is not detected, that doesn't mean they're not there. And we saw a shell tracer earlier, so I was able to then just take a little cheeky blind, and we got a shot of damage out of it. At this moment, I'm sort of just playing around the edge of the cap. I didn't want to go in the cap just yet while we're looking for shots. I was hoping that maybe they'd push our friendly team who was in the cap, and then we might be able to get a few shots into him. But I'm thinking at the moment they don't have a lot of pressure on the cap, so I've decided to jump in the cap. I don't actually have any intention of capping, if I'm honest. It's just not how I play. But I am just wanting to put that cap pressure on the enemy team, try and force them to do something, because I want them to make the mistake really, and push out in the open so that I don't have to. So I'm looking to see if anyone will just push out and can get for this reset. But that doesn't, it's not working out how I would like it at the moment. But I'm gonna just keep looking for the shots, see if anything's gonna come in. It's a 7 versus 4 now, so I really don't want to cap out. I've decided that I am gonna, we've got enough of the tanks advantage now, but I'm gonna push and just go for the bit of risk, to be honest with you, because I get a little bit bored and agitated sitting still for too long. We do get a lovely snapshot in. Now what I probably should do here is stop, lose my 6th sense, and then try and make this push, but I don't. But I get fortunate enough anyway that Sturm Tiger just hits my tracks and doesn't do any damage, so I get lucky there. But then this Sturm Tiger jumps out of the open side. I didn't see that. Sturm Tiger, he appeared out of nowhere and got his shot into me, put me onto a 1-shot now. We do bounce one off the hat seat. We've got this Conway to the right, and we are in an awkward situation here. I don't really want to sit where I am here, because I feel like that Sturm Tiger could potentially come around and get a shot into me. So I'm going to have to take the gamble to get under their ridge. If I get under their ridge, then it means they've really got to throw themselves at me in order to take me out. And I'm hoping that my enemy friendly team in the cap or my friendly teams behind me would then get shots into them, or at least I'd give them the opportunity to get shots into them. I can't guarantee they're going to pen their shots, but at least it gives them the opportunity. We've got one into that Sturm Tiger, and we've got one into that TD. Now the Conway's coming around for the finish. Thankfully, we just got a reload in before he was able to do that, and we take him out. And now we've got this Yahtzee who we penned earlier, and the Sturm Tiger, who I believe, unless Fun Police has hit them, it could still be on full health. The Yahtzee gets taken out by our Progetto 65, and now we're going to see if we can find this Sturm Tiger. He's actually spotted on my right, and he's hard aiming me here. They're hard aiming me, and it's not possible for me to just push in at the moment, because clearly I'm going to get splashed and taken out as I go down. So I've got to wait for my friendly team to engage to try and turn this tank around, which they have. Tank's turned around. Now I can go in. There's no danger of me dying to this tank now. Unfortunately, we're behind him. There's nothing. There's literally nothing he can do. It's all about just trying to get as many shots in as we can. Do we manage to get the finish? Unfortunately not, but it does bring us to an end to that replay. And let's get to the garage and we can see how we got on. We got 3 kills, 6,233 damage, 1,500 assistance, 3,000 blocked, ace tanker, high caliber. And yeah, that is it for the replay on the M103. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, happy tanking.
Hadouken!